What's good, everybody? This is Mr. Composition MC that writes fiction, and we're back at it with another Black Clover, Chapter 306, spoilers and leaks and guys and gals. Oh my goodness, we got a part of the backstory that we have been waiting for. We get a Zenon backstory. Now, in chapter 305, it ended with, Yuno, doing his Spirit of Euros bow and arrow attack. And, I had said that we're more than likely going to get Zenon's devil. There's no way that this was gonna, Yuno was gonna one-shot Zenon. No, it's not happening like that. But damaged him enough to bring out his devil. And if these leaks are correct, then the one that has been hosting, Zenon's been hosting is bezelbul. Now, there's plenty of YouTubers who broke down as far as each of that and got into the whole, demonology and demon lore. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through these spoilers and leaks. There's not any translation so far that I see. I mean, there was a couple on this one site that had a couple of filled in stuff, but basically what we're seeing is the continuation of last week's chapter. Boom, he freaking aims, lets go, and then boom, straight up goes right through Zenon. Like, his face is just all like, huh? And what's interesting is Linguist is right there. And so then Zenon starts coughing up blood. Probably says something smart. But then we get, it looks like a smile, because Zenon's devil eyes looks angry. And then we see, while there's a hole through Zenon, it drifts off into him being smaller. Now, what's interesting is that Zenon kind of looks like, it's a trip. The parallels are uncanny. Now, you see, as far as I can't believe how much Vodka got jacked up. But you see Vodka and you see Dante, his hairstyle, it's like that Dante looked like an adult as a kid. I don't know if that was on purpose, but the proportions look so funny on here. But then we get, it looks like, is this their father possibly? Because this is person in a wheelchair. We don't see the top half, and we see the hair. The hair looks similar. We can tell that they're in the Spade Kingdom. Boom, we see as far as that. Now, Zenon's getting beat up by, it looks like, some wealthier people by their clothes, and this is literally the same as Asta and Yuno. And then we get, as far as this character that looks like Asta. Now, a lot of y'all may or may not know that a lot of Black Clover was taken from Yuki Tabata's first effort, which I want to say The Hungry Joker. Now, this character literally looks like the main character of Hungry Joker, the hairstyle, everything like that, I believe. So that was very, very interesting. And at first I was trying to think about the timeline, and I'm all like, could this be Asta's father? But we'll realize later on why that isn't the case. But it was important to show Zenon had a best friend. This person has, I don't know if it's like a type of flame magic or, something, but this guy is literally like Asta. It's so crazy. But it looks like they both, decide as far as they get their grimoires. You know, people think, and they were sparring with each other. You know, then we get as far as them both joining as far as the military. They go off. Now, this is what's crazy. There's this demon who is out in the real world and just slayed several of the members of the Spade Kingdom army. Now, we see Zenon with the face other than what we've been known to see, because this is what's so crazy about this chapter, is that we're getting emotions and expressions that we have not gotten from Zenon. You know, he looks like this is a struggle. He's bleeding. And then you have his friend go in with, see, here's what's interesting, because he made a sword out of his magic. And then you see Zenon having his bone magic and I guess kind of feeling useless, basically. And he's telling his friend not to go after him because the demon sitting up there smiling, you know. And then the demon goes, and as this guy, and I think his name is Alan, you know, Zenon just sees as far as his friend, and he gets a flashback of when he was smaller and his eyes of despair. And it looks like, you know, Alan gets murdered. Now, the way that the leaks came out, it goes from that and it goes back to as far as the fight with Langris, Yuno, and Zenon. Now, Langris, you know, is on the ground. Yuno is attempting to, you know, fall to land. And what's interesting is the bones are starting to shatter on his mask, and you see the blood. You see him on the ground, actually, you know, which is very, very interesting. Stuff is starting to crumble, but then we see this panel of Zenon and his devil. Now, these leaks are crazy. I'll look at one of the ones that like have some of the things filled in, because there's this leak of Zenon's face in tears. This was on the other one, because we see as far as his friend getting impaled, you know. And I want to say it was either, the way that this is, I can't really tell if this was from Zenon by accident or if this was from the devil, you know. But we see as far as, yeah, him going after this, you know, demon, and it's crazy. So Zenon, there's this one panel, it's like Zenon was bullied by the son of the Magic Defense Spade version of the Magic Knight Order because people found his bone magic creepy. This guy Alan saved him and encouraged him. The Spade had a civil war going and also getting invaded by the Diamond Kingdom. You know, then we get, bezelbul. The path of the anti-hero leads to It's a Deal. You know, and we get as far as a little bit of that. And then there's also the dialogue as far as between Zenon, Vonica, and Dante. They're saying, "What's up with you? You're hurt again?" And Monica's all like, "You're no good." And Dante's all like, "Oh gosh, as my brother, how bad is that?" You know, and then so we get a little bit. So again, these are just the leaks and spoilers. When the fan translations come out, we're gonna have a lot more details on what's going on, but this is an intense chapter. And also, I want to do a shout out to Rahin Shinha. He's been going back and forth as far as the post, and he was letting me know, you know, the leaks had dropped for this, and I had saw them, and I was just like, yo, this really is insane. Zenon is honestly the best of the Dark Triad members. Now, what's interesting is that the path to the anti-hero. There's been some speculations that Zenon isn't actually quote unquote bad to be bad, or his intentions are more than what's been shown to even his brothers and sisters. And it looks like this was because of his friend Alan. So I don't know. We're gonna see. I might have some, after going back through a couple of things, I might have some more thoughts on it, especially when the fan translations come out. But what are your thoughts on this chapter? I think chapter 306 is a banger. We're going into some very interesting territory. So with as far as this confirmation of Zenon's level, what do you think is about to go down? So let me know in the comments. Make sure to hit the like, make sure to drop a comment, hit the subscribe, get that notification bell. And if you want to support me directly, you can get a copy of my manga, The Most Random Manga Ever. It's the first cannabis-themed manga style comic. There's 11 issues that are on it, but you can read 8 of the issues on my website for free. And this is available in digital and paperback, so support your boy. And as far as my recent single, Invincible Summer, is out. You can listen to that via links in the description. Other than that, Mr. Composition MC that writes fiction. Peace.
Thoughts in the deep science, got the sun in my pocket, build your resilience. So when the next winter cycle comes, I prepare with no losses. The work of the soloists are bosses. At the heart of my winter, there's an invincible summer. Invincible summer, too strong, too strong. Yo, I thought I was a goner. At the heart of my winter, there's an invincible summer. Invincible